Now, the good, the bad, and the gossip with John, Jay, and Rich.
We had a whole weekend of GBG. Kyle, fill us in.
So Kim Kardashian, who has 2 different cell phones, he's usually hooked to her phone, never leaves her side at all, admitted something interesting on Kimmel the other night.
I dropped my BlackBerry in the toilet. But I don't really care, though.
You don't?
No, I still haven't fixed it. I haven't gotten another one.
Wow.
I think that when you have a baby, nothing, like, you just don't care. Like, I don't care who's emailing me. I'm with my fiance, my baby. Nothing else matters.
Now, if you drop the baby in the toilet, you got a problem.
Totally. There is something that she needed to know over the weekend. You know, she had her identity stolen. There's a 19-year-old kid who hacked into a bunch of different celebrities' bank accounts. Paris Hilton, Ashton Kutcher, the FBI has been investigating into all this stuff, took over all of their financial stuff. And he was actually sentenced over the weekend to spend the next 3.5 years in federal prison for his identity theft scheme.
Wow.
3.5 years in federal prison. He was 19, lived in the just his mom's house. Started going online.
Don't you think this what's weird about the whole story, not the story before that, is doesn't Kim Kardashian seem like an iPhone person?
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think I've seen her use one on the show.
She has both.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, then why would she have a BlackBerry, though?
She has both.
But why? Why the BlackBerry?
Maybe that's
You
for
know what I
more
mean?
of her business stuff.
Maybe she
that's for
BBMs the
government
super tight
things.
people, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Philip Seymour Hoffman was found dead in his Manhattan apartment yesterday morning. He was 46 years old. Now, his body was found on the bathroom floor. And from what I hear, they say he died of an apparent overdose. He had a syringe in his arm. 2 envelopes of heroin were nearby, and 8 empty envelopes were also discovered in his apartment. Now, he was just at the Sundance Film Festival recently, and he was promoting his new movie, God's Pocket, and was asked how he relates to the character he plays in that movie.
I connected with a lot of it. You know, I think it'd be hard for anyone not to kind of connect with the loneliness. He's pretty lonely. He's a very driven, obsessive guy. You know, does not unforgiving. You know, of himself in a lot of ways, and a lot of traits that I think a lot of people carry in one grade or another. You know.
A lot of people who had seen him at the Sundance Film Festival said he was slightly disheveled, kind of pasty, didn't look so well. In fact, declined a number of interviews, telling the people that he just needed a minute, didn't feel like coming down. He was just needing to take a break for a little while. So
what's up with all this heroin?
I know.
Corey Monteith.
This guy. I mean, what is that?
I don't know. I don't get it. It's like crazy, like bad.
I don't think I know one person that's ever done it or is doing it. As far as, well, then again, I still wouldn't tell me. I went out Friday night with a bunch of my friends that I haven't seen in a while. They're like, hey, we're going to go out and smoke weed. And so I went outside with them, and they all smoked weed, and I just watched. I felt kind of rebellious and tough.
Yeah, way to...
Right?
In all
not
my
succumb to
years.
peer pressure.
I know how Philip Seymour Hoffman feels. I have friends that smoke weed.
The rock stations I've worked at, all that, I don't think anybody's ever presented me with a heroin option.
It's really bad.
Just not in my world.
Stay away from drugs, kids. Jesse Eisenberg has been cast as Superman's arch enemy Lex Luthor in the upcoming Superman Batman film. Jeremy Irons has been cast as Bruce Wayne's butler Alfred. This is the same one that it's been pushed back a little bit to May 6th of 2016. This is where Ben Affleck will play Batman and Bruce Wayne, and a lot of people had a problem with that choice, but they're still working on everything, and it won't be out for another 2 years. That sounds so far away. Doesn't 2016
Totally.
sound so
Doesn't
far
the
away?
Star Wars movie come out before that?
They'll have
know.
like 15 Avengers movies before then.
Crazy. So Miley Cyrus showed a little bit of nipple in her spread for W Magazine. You can see that photo. And speaking of nippies, Justin Bieber sucking on them. Yes, he decided to share a picture of himself and his friend with a stripper. All those photos are on our website, johnjrich.com, keyword GBG.